to 4.
Organization.
Wrapping up the big.
Keep it steady 'cause you win and you lose some. I've been running since the day I was born.
How's it going, ladies and Brandon?
I'm Gwen.
And welcome back to Broken on the Cast, where we talk about life, the universe, and everything in between. So, wait, no, you get to say it this week.
Yeah, what are we doing this week? What are we talking about this week?
I mean, we're going to be talking about the true Star Wars Day. Yeah, I know Star Wars Day was May 4th, but technically, as of recording this, it's the 40th anniversary of Empire Strikes Back.
Yes.
And the actual Star Wars Day is May 25th, believe it or not.
Yeah, which is in a couple days. I think
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
Sunday.
Actually, the reason why it's May 4th is because it's a pun.
Yeah.
That's legit what Wikipedia says. It says, the date was chosen for the pun on the catchphrase, May the Force be with you, as May the 4th be with you. Even though the holiday was not created or declared by Lucasfilm, many Star Wars fans across the world have chosen to celebrate the holiday. It has since been embraced by Lucasfilm and parent company Disney as an annual celebration of Star Wars. Actually, it didn't quite start until 1979.
So a couple years after.
Yeah.
So it took a couple years.
The day Margaret Thatcher took office as Prime Minister of the United Kingdom.
Oh.
Yeah.
And I looked it up, and the actual Star Wars Day is Monday.
Yeah.
So.
Nice. Then also it's Memorial Day.
Wait, no.
Yeah, it's the 25th of May.
What?
Yeah.
Bro, it is. It's also the day SpongeBob and Patrick went camping. I have that saved in my calendar.
Why is that just such a deja vu moment for me? Okay.
I think we might have done this last year.
I think we might have did. But yeah, it was... They posted an online news article from the Danish public broadcaster says that her political party, the Conservatives, placed a congressional advertisement in the London Evening News saying, May the 4th be with you. Maggie, congratulations. So it was literally just a couple of years after A New Hope came out where May the 4th be with you came from. But it didn't actually get celebrated until the UK Parliament Defence debate on May 4th, 1994. So like literally over 30 years later, it's just like, yeah, here we're gonna bring it back finally.
That's awesome.
Yeah, exactly.
I'm trying to think if I know anybody that was born in 94. I can't think of anybody.
Yeah, because both of our sisters were born in 95.
Yeah, like everybody I can think about.
I know someone that was born on 94. Well, the year 94, not the day.
The 94th day of the year.
The 94th day of the year.
I don't even know what day that would be.
My friend has sprung out.
That'd be in
You know,
somewhere in March.
yeah.
I could look it up, I guess.
And continuing on with it, astrophysicist and author Jenny Carros used the saying on page 94 of her 1999 book, The Science of Star Wars. And then in 2008, the first Facebook groups appeared celebrating Luke Skywalker Day, and with the same catchphrase. But it didn't technically, Star Wars Day as we know, on May 4th, didn't technically get around until 2011, 2012 area, where people actually coined it as actual Star Wars Day and celebrating everything on that day. Continuing on with the story, because I get to do it this week.
Yeah. I know. I'm like having a good time, like not talking.
Yeah, you just get to do your little quips every once in a while, like sidetrack me.
I get to hold the child.
Yeah,
Mandalorian.
The 50-year-old child. That's not a spoiler. That's just
I probably shouldn't have
what
kissed
age.
its head. It was an unconcealed package. So many children probably touched that.
Yeah, we didn't wipe it down before.
Yeah. I don't know why.
Oh, I don't know why.
I probably
either.
have lots of diseases now.
Anyways, in 2011, the first organized celebration of Star Wars Day took place in Toronto, in Canada. Just so in case of you was wondering, at the Toronto Underground Cinema produced.
I don't know any other Toronto, so.
I mean, there's probably other Torontos besides in Canada.
Yeah, there probably are.
It's like kind of like Troy, Michigan. Like no one talks about Troy, Ohio. It's just like shh.
Yeah, it's like, oh, I'm from Troy. It's like Troy, Michigan. It's like,
no.
Look at me in the eye. Say that to me again.
I'm literally wearing a Ohio shirt.
Yeah.
Do you not understand?
Maybe you're a traitor.
Jinx. Nice.
Nice.
That was actually Kevin Smith's little Easter egg character on The Force Awakens.
Oh.
Yeah, you gotta say traitor. Yeah, Kevin Smith. I almost said Kevin James. You know, Paul Blart Markov.
I would watch Paul Blart Mall Cop Star Wars version where it's Paul Blart Mall Cop but set in the Star Wars universe.
Nice.
So he's having to fight like young ladies and they have like lightsabers. And all he has is a Segway.
Just take the whole plot of Paul Blart Mall Cop 1, but then place it during Revenge of the Sith.
I would watch it.
It's like one of it. Anakin breaks into the Jedi Temple and Paul Blart's just like chilling around like with his like
Hey, you're not supposed to be
little
here.
Segway, trying to sneak around. Still has like that one scene with the Hello Kitty band-aid that he gets like a little tiny scrape and he has to cover it up. Anyways, I used to watch Paul Blart Mall Cop all the time.
I've never seen Paul Blart Mall Cop.
You need
This is
to.
about Star Wars though. Let's get back on track.
Anyway, so the Toronto Underground Cinema was produced by Sean Warren and Alice Quinn.
Oh.
Festivities included the original trilogy trivia game show, a costume contest with celebrity judges. Anthony Daniels didn't mention that in his book.
Wait, he was there?
No, he didn't mention that in his book. I'm just assuming that he didn't go to it. Anthony Daniels is Steve.
Well, I mean,
Is C-3PO.
was that the thing that he was like really sick during?
No, that was another thing.
Oh, okay. I know he got really sick. He got like blood poisoning.
No, that was for another thing.
Yeah, that was for a different event, but he was like really upset about it. It was like a red carpet event.
And the web's best tribute films, mashups, parodies, and remixes on the big screen. The second annual edition took place on Friday, May 4th, 2012. So it wasn't until 2011 that we actually got Star Wars Day as we know
Yeah,
it.
I heard it. My dad constantly made that joke. Like, it's May the 4th be with you, and like, that kind of thing. But like, I don't really ever remember like it being a marketed thing. Like, you know.
Yeah, it's not. It became recently.
Like true Star Wars fans, people who have like always watched the movies, like they got the pun. They, you know, it was just a thing where like people didn't celebrate it, but like it was that thing of, it sounds like May the 4th, like May the Force be with you.
Yeah.
So like, why don't we just like call it that day? Like it wasn't like.
That's literally how it started out
Yeah,
to
it
be.
literally just started off as people were like, hey, we can make this into a pun. And, like, watch the movies. And, like, some people watch the movies. Some people just are, like, kind of like, hey, it's Star Wars Day.
And then there's me, like, where I would watch some of the movies on the 4th and the 5th, and then I would, like, kind of either rewatch them or, like, watch them just over or something like that on the 25th on actual Star Wars Day.
Yeah.
Which I'll get to why the 25th here soon. Actually, just the reason why the month of May is actually just very important to Star Wars just in general. But yeah, since 2013, not 2013, my bad. Since 2013, the Walt Disney Company has officially observed the holiday with several Star Wars events and festivities at Disneyland and Walt Disney World. And Disney had purchased Lucasfilm, including the rights to Star Wars, in late 2012. So that's why, like, here recently, we've been, like, with the whole going on Disney and everything else like that, that's why it's such a big thing now, is because Disney was just like, now that we have the rights, we can kind of expand the holiday.
We can market off of it.
Yeah, basically.
But not necessarily in a bad way, kind of in the, let's make this fun.
Yeah, exactly. And
but also market off of it.
Yeah, because, like, why not?
Yeah, I mean,
it's
they're
Star
a
Wars.
business.
Everybody loves Star Wars.
Yeah, and they're a business. They're going to have to make money off of it.
Right, and that's a good business transition. It's just like, hey, everybody loves this. Everyone's going to buy it. Everyone's going to be interested in this.
Why not market it?
Exactly. And, of course, this year, the beloved Star Wars series, The Clone Wars, ended its final episode on that day. On May 4th.
Yeah, and there has been talk that people think, even though they said this was the final season, like, some people think, like, the way they left it off, there might be more. They might make more of the Clone Wars. They may not call it the Clone Wars, but it'll be kind of, like, straight from
they confirmed
where
that
it cut off.
They confirmed that Ahsoka is going to have her very own live-action show.
Yeah, which I thought that was going to be a cartoon, like Clone Wars and Rebels, because
Yeah,
hints at the show exists, being a thing in Rebels, at the end of Rebels. I was so surprised when they were just like, oh yeah, it's gonna be all live action. It's kind of like, oh,
Yeah, like,
I now want to see who they're gonna cast as these people we've only ever seen as cartoons. Like,
well, the dude that plays Kanan from Rebels, he can easily do Kanan.
yeah.
So I don't really need to be cast for that, because the voice actor for Kanan is Fred from the live-action Scooby-Doo movies.
Oh,
If you ever
okay.
seen them, yeah. It's just the same guy. All they have to do is just kind of like have him grow his hair out, and
Yeah.
but that can only be in flashbacks.
Yeah, for reasons we can't say. For
Yeah,
spoiler
exactly.
reasons.
But yeah, so continuing on with May 4th, not a lot of people have heard of Revenge of the 5th and Revenge of the 6th. Well, Revenge of the 5th and Return of the 6th.
Return of the 6th? I've never heard that one.
Yeah, it's like a new thing that's been going around. And I just coined it.
Or you just coined it. Maybe you thought you saw it somewhere and you didn't. It was in a dream or something.
Yeah, exactly. Might as well. And yes, hi the child. How you doing? Gwen's making the child wave.
I'm not making him do anything. He's doing. I'm trying to restrain him. He's doing that. I'm like, stop.
He's trying to make him stop doing the false powers on me. It's just like choking.
Stop, Baby Yoda.
Let's continue with Revenge of the 5th. And now we return to the 6th. Some recognize the following day, May 5th, as Revenge of the 5th. We play on episode 3, Revenge of the 6th, which just recently celebrated 15 years.
Wait, seriously?
Yeah. On May 19th, it celebrated.
Oh, so we're a couple days late on that.
On May 19th, it celebrated its 15th year anniversary. And then, of course, today is the 40th year anniversary of Empire Strikes Back. But A New Hope and Return of the Jedi have the same birthday.
Oh, that's
So-
really cool.
Yeah, exactly. So, like, I didn't realize that until here, I think this year, where it's just like, they celebrate the same day.
Is it today or?
No,
No, that
the 25th.
was the 25th. Okay.
And now moving on to the 25th. Unless you want to, like, call it an ad break and then we can get back into it.
I don't know how much more you have prepared, so.
Oh, I just got, like, what days they was released.
Oh, okay.
The original trilogy.
And
so
is that
I-
it?
Yeah.
Okay,
So
we can do an ad break.
Okay, and that, like, we can wrap it up now. We can talk about, like, some of our favorite moments in Star Wars and stuff like that.
Mhm.
Do you want to do that?
Whatever you want to do.
Okay, sure.
It's your episode.
Right before the ad break, like, let's just go over when everything is kind of setting place on where they got released.
Okay.
So everyone should know that, or if you don't know, A New Hope, Star Wars Episode 4, A New Hope, was released May 25th on 1977. It was supposed to be a flop. George Lucas thought it was going to be a flop, so...
At first, it seemed like it might have been a flop, like, at the very beginning. Like, they thought they're going to have people booing and, like, leaving the theater.
But
and
then
things
everybody
like
loved
that.
it.
Yeah,
And
everyone loved it. Even people that weren't into sci-fi.
And everybody demanded it because they only released it in, like, a few theaters. Everyone demanded it to be shown in their theaters.
Yeah.
Because it was that huge. And then, literally, almost 10 years later, what do you say, like 5 to 10 years later,
Yeah.
on May 25th, 1983 is Return of the Jedi came out.
Oh.
Yeah, so it takes place, like, exactly, like, the same amount of years later.
Yeah, about 6 years later.
Yeah. And then also, of course, today being Empire Strikes Back Day, celebrating the 40th year anniversary as we're recording this. Yeah, we're literally recording the day before this episode comes out. But that's not the point. The point is, today is Empire Strikes Back Day as we're recording this.
Yeah.
So, yesterday, if you're listening this...
Right when it came out.
Yeah, like literally like a couple minutes after it came out. So, congrats on you, lovelies. All the Star Wars movies, even the prequels, besides whenever Disney bought it, all came out in May. Like, The Phantom Menace came out on May 19th, 1999. Then Attack of the Clones came out May 16th, 2002.
That's what I remember. I remember, like, the I mean, I have memories of watching the first, like, original trilogy, but I mainly remember
The prequels.
the prequels because they came out when I was old enough to be, like, well, I guess old enough to be watching them.
Yeah.
I
Because
was
it's
old
a
enough
kid's
to
show.
remember it.
Yeah, it's Star Wars is a kids' movies.
It's meant for everybody.
Yeah. And then, of course, like what we just said, Revenge of the Sith. I almost said Revenge of the Sith. Revenge of the Fifth, I mean, my bad. That came out May 19th, 2005. So, I remember...
Yeah, I remember
one
the
of-
last one coming out.
I remember Attack of the Clones and Revenge of the Sith coming out. Particularly with the Revenge of the Sith video game. Like, I played the video game whenever it came out, so I
Yeah.
was just like, man, this game is so cool.
I didn't know Star Wars games existed. Like,
Yeah.
I loved Star Wars as a little kid, and like they made a couple for the N64 too.
Yeah, they did.
But like the Battle for Naboo, and there's a couple other ones.
Yeah, I remember playing the Pod Racer.
Yeah, the pod racing one.
Both Battlefronts, the original Battlefronts, not the newest
Not
ones.
the new ones. Yeah, yeah. No, I remember like now, like as an adult, like I'm seeing all these and kind of like, where were these when I was a kid? Like I would have loved to play these. Like
They was always
I
there.
didn't
You
know
just
they
didn't
existed. I would
exist.
look through, yeah, because like we would always go to like GameStop and go through like the big bargain bins of the cartridges.
They don't do that anymore. That's
And
the
they
sad
don't-
thing.
I know they don't do that anymore, but like I would look through them and I'd never find a Star Wars game, ever.
Jeez.
People loved them too much. They weren't giving them away. They weren't selling them.
See, that's the thing with Star Wars games. Like, you can be like freaking awesome, like a lot of them are, and then they could suck. There was
Even
no
the
in
ones that
between.
even the ones that suck, people like held on to them.
Yeah,
People didn't sell them. They didn't go, this sucks, and sell it.
yeah, they still replayed it even though how bad that they were.
Yeah.
Because everyone, like what we said earlier, like everyone just loves Star Wars. Do you want to do an ad break or do you just want to wrap it up now? I
Sure.
mean, might as well.
Yeah, we don't really have any ads to do, so
Yeah.
I mean, we don't have any shout outs or anything like that.
Yeah,
to
we
do,
don't really
so
have. We're not going to.
I wouldn't mind
cons.
just. Yeah, we're not. I mean, you can listen to the episode before this one, and we might do an ad break the episode after this one. So if you want to know, like, the con situations right now, like, I know Gen Con is doing all theirs online,
Yeah.
through video.
And then also, if you want to donate, the links are always in the descriptions. Not the
Yeah.
episode descriptions, but the main descriptions above. That way, if you're listening to us on YouTube, it's always in the description below,
Yeah.
which is very complicated to everyone
Yeah.
trying to listen to, like, on, like, the Apple Podcasts and stuff like that, so.
Yeah, we're too busy to record two separate instructions, one for the
I like to combine the
podcast
two.
stuff and one for the YouTube stuff.
If I was Batman KO2, I would be the Riddler.
Yeah, you would.
Yeah.
Yeah, definitely.
I
But
like
yeah.
how you didn't say, like, no or anything. It was just like, yeah.
Yeah, you'd be the Riddler.
Yeah. But yeah, I think that does it for this episode. Unless you want to add anything else.
Not really. Just, I mean,
Yeah, that and also.
I remember not realizing there were 3 different Star Wars movies.
Yeah, it breaks them up to original, prequel, and sequel.
Well, yeah. I didn't know, like, about the original 3, like, them being 3. I thought it was all just one big movie because my dad would, like, watch all 3 in a row. So
now I feel
my
bad.
memories of these movies would be like, wait, when does Han get in the, like, carbonite?
Yeah, and that was Empire Strikes Back.
And it's like, I'm like, no, it wasn't. It was in the first one. And it was just like, no. And, like, I had to watch them again, and I'm just like, this was in this movie? Like, I thought that Luke went off to, like, the bog in the first movie. And, like, I was so confused because I had all these memories, like, mixed together as them all being
And that's why I feel so
in
bad
the same
for
movie.
our future kids of, like, me binge watching all of them.
They're not going to understand what was what. They're going to be like,
Exactly.
which is what?
And then we're going to sit them down, like, whenever they're old and be like, yeah, this one takes place.
Well, I mean,
And-
if they continuously watch them as they grow up, they'll get
Yeah.
it straightened out. But the problem was I watched them a ton when I was really little, and then I didn't watch them until, like, recently.
Whenever we started dating.
Yeah, like, I watched the new ones, but, like, I didn't watch any of the old ones or
Yeah.
anything like that until we started dating. So, like, when we first binged watched the original, like, trilogy, I was so confused. I was like, wait, that doesn't happen in this movie?
No.
And you were like, no. And I'm just like, what? Which one?
But yeah, so this was just a little quick, nice little episode.
Yeah.
I know the past couple episodes have been kind of awkward.
Yeah.
Because, like, it comes from Let's Talk Anime to this, which is very, like, Let's Talk Anime is very, like, yeah, we're just here chilling out, talking about favorite animes and stuff like that. Then to this one, it's just like history.
Yeah, but history's
nerdy
cool.
stuff. Yeah.
You're letting people know, like, hey, the day coming up, like Star Wars Day is coming up, and like
The
this
true
is
Star
what
Wars
it's-
Day
Yeah, and this
coming
is
up.
what it's about, and
Yeah.
this is when all the movies came out, and why that day was chosen
Exactly.
to be Star Wars Day.
I'm not saying it's a bad thing. I'm just
Oh
saying
no,
it's
yeah,
kind of
it's kind of awkward. Also, how like we're probably not really gonna, unless we have people to shout out, we're probably just not gonna do ad breaks
yeah, that
for a
long,
while.
yeah, especially with this whole virus thing going on. Like we
Yeah.
don't want to like
There's nowhere for us to go
exactly.
to like advertise that we're going.
Besides possibly OhioCon, but that's not until January.
Exactly, and like they haven't even confirmed the dates yet.
They
Which
did.
you cannot. Well, they said this is the dates we're shooting for, but we're not gonna say it's official yet.
Yeah,
We already like are in like talking with the convention center about like this is the day we want to do it, but until we like we're gonna keep everybody updated on like because of the virus what's going on, and
that's the
they
same
don't want to release it until they feel
necessarily.
that they're for sure gonna be able to do it
Yeah.
on that day.
That's why I'm scared about Indie PopCon this year.
Yeah, because they haven't said anything. It's been quiet. I haven't seen any.
They've been doing constant podcasts on not podcasts. They've been doing constant vlogs and interviews on their Facebook.
Yeah, I
And
haven't
that's
seen,
it.
Yeah, on Instagram or Facebook, I haven't seen any like this is who's gonna be at the con. I haven't seen any of that.
Yeah,
Around this time last year, it was almost time for the con. It was only a couple weeks away, and like even then, it was dead silence.
mm-hmm.
There was like, well, like back then, like they were still like saying like, hey, get excited because these people are gonna be here and this event's going on, you know. But like now it's just dead silence, and it wasn't like this at all last year, and it doesn't seem like it was like it's been like this like
No.
any of the
It
years.
was never like this.
So I think they're maybe scared that they're gonna have to cancel, so they don't want to say like, hey, we're gonna have this big name person here, and then get everybody's hopes up just to say, hey guys, we have to cancel or we have to like move the date, and because of that this person can't come anymore, and then have to deal with all the screaming fans.
Then there's Steve, the voice actor for Zeb
Yeah.
on Rebels, and Spike on Cowboy Bebop. He's, from like what I've gathered, he's just a pretty chill guy. So like
Yeah.
either way, he's gonna be there.
Yeah,
And
but
so,
yeah, I am worried about that con.
yeah,
A lot of the cons changed that were in like spring and summer changed their dates to like October, September-ish.
which saying that, Steve, if you're listening to this, I'd love to interview you. Please, thank you. But yeah,
But
so I
yeah,
continue.
yeah, a lot of cons have changed their dates to like further in the fall. They were trying to just like stall,
Mm-hmm.
you know, to be like, yeah, we're
The other day I saw one of my followers on Instagram said, yeah, I have to find a hotel now for Matsuri and Colossal. It's like, you might not want to do that.
yeah. Well, but here's the problem: some people that need to find a hotel, like they needed to cancel their original reservations.
Mm-hmm.
And now they're needing to make new ones, but what happens if the con gets canceled and all? It's that thing of like, then you have to cancel your reservation again, which can cost money, especially if it's last minute. And then,
That way, if you just go there, there's kind of tons of stuff to do in Columbus besides go to
yeah,
convention.
yeah. But yeah, like, it's also that thing of like, what happens if you don't reserve a hotel room, but the con still happens? It's kind of that hard thing of like, you have to make that hard decision of, do I possibly waste money reserving a hotel room?
Right.
An expensive hotel room? Because like I'm not saying there's not stuff to do in Columbus and things like in you know Sandusky, but like it's that thing of some people are reserving hotel rooms in the really expensive hotels that are attached to the convention center
Mm-hmm.
instead of the ones that are cheaper that are farther away because it's a safety thing. But if the con's not going on, it's like it was a waste, you know.
Exactly.
Even if you do just go and stay at the hotel and do stuff in Columbus or Sandusky, like it was still a waste of money. You should have stayed in a cheaper hotel if you just wanted to do
That
that
was
stuff.
like kind of like at a hotel out of town, and that would find a friend that lives in that town
Yeah.
or close by enough that will be willing to drive you or stuff like that. That is going to the con as well.
Yeah.
So
But yeah,
That's why it's fun. Yeah, because that's what I'm kind of doing, is just like, I don't want to waste money on hotel.
Yeah.
I'd rather just move.
Yeah. I mean, we'll keep you guys posted. You already are thinking up your cosplay lineup for OhioCon, if we're able to go to that one.
Yeah.
Which we're thinking we're going to be able to go there.
Yeah.
Hopefully things will calm down enough that it'll be safe for us to go, but,
I hope Amazon is nice, depending on what I have to order for my cosplays.
yeah.
Because sometimes they just like,
No.
no.
Yeah, I still gotta figure out my cosplay lineup.
But this isn't about cons and stuff like that. It's about Star Wars. But thank you for joining.
Yeah. That was kind of our little mini ad break at the end.
Yeah. This has been fun.
Yeah.
The reason why we did something like this is because I had the idea of kind of doing little offshoot episodes, like either like one every other week, just to kind of take a break from the normal podcast setup
Yeah.
that we normally do. Is just chill out, like talk about something nice and something like really cool, like pop culture wise, like Star Wars for this episode. And I think this was a good test.
Yeah.
Yeah, so May 25th be with you. Well, hold up. Because there's a lot of Star Wars days and a lot of Star Wars movies come out in May, why not have the whole month of May be Star Wars themed?
Yeah.
And like a one big giant holiday for Star Wars. Because that's what it needs to be coming down to. Yeah.
Yeah. I think it's a good idea.
Yeah, so just putting that out there. Disney or whoever's listening. Just try to make that happen. Please. But yeah. If you love it, enjoy this episode, high five button with your thumb.
Leave a comment down below.
That the like thing is for people that are listening to us on YouTube. So, and no matter what, hit that subscribe button. Also, ring the metaphorical bell.
Ding.
Stay notified for my upload. And yeah, next time on Broken Hearted Cast. No matter who you are, no matter what you are, no matter what you do, love, respect yourself. Also, love, respect others. And yeah, may the force be with you. Bye.
Bye.